Movie theaters are reopening in my town with Godzilla vs. Kong, and I want to take my 6-year-old nephew so bad. Welcome back to Steak and Eggs. I'm your host, Gene. You ever meet someone that's not necessarily bad, but instantly hate them because they annoy the fuck out of you? You know who I'm talking about. They're either a Dennis or a Gail, and they're disgusting. A couple of weeks ago at a party, I bumped into a Gail. Things started innocent enough. Gene, nice to meet you. Do you like butterflies? Yeah, they're pretty. I just love butterflies. They're so beautiful with their elegance and design. Sure, I can see. Not like moths, though I love them too. Moths are more hairy, dark, brutish. I really love all flying creatures. Do you like hummingbirds? I love hummingbirds. They are such social animals. Have you ever met a more social animal? People assume that just because an animal lives in the wild that they want nothing to do with human beings, which simply isn't true. I have this weird rash on the bottom of my legs. Do you ever get those? It gets really itchy for me in the morning when I take a shower, and while I'm standing in the hot water, I'll scratch and scratch and scratch. You want to know a secret? Sometimes when I'm changing into my pajamas, I'll notice a little bit of belly button lint, and when I pick it out, I'll smell it. Isn't that disgusting? Time out. I didn't actually throw my drink in her face, though I was about to. Believe it or not, a text from my mom saved me. She was calling me stupid again, which is her way of saying she loves me. Isn't she sweet? Played it off like it was something urgent and I was able to avoid her the rest of the night. But would that have been over the top? Think about everyone else she tortures in every aspect of her life. It's practically abuse. Practically. The other day I saw the new preview for Godzilla vs. Kong. The 6-year-old inside of me went apeshit. If you don't feel something when you watch the king square up, you don't have a pulse. I immediately asked my sister to take my nephew and she said, "I'm sorry, Gene, but it's just too violent for his age." My sister's a wonderful mom, and far be it from me telling anyone how to raise their kids, but come on! When I was 6, there was no Godzilla vs. Kong. I'd have lost my mind. But we had RoboCop. And sure, at 6, I didn't understand it was a satire action comedy. It was still a cop who was also a robot. And to this day, it's still a masterpiece, and anyone who snickers at that notion has never seen the movie. I begged my mom to watch it. And because she's awesome, she allowed me so long as I shut my eyes to the violent parts. Which I totally did. And after a long, hard, full day of pulling weeds, I finally got to watch it. If she had said no, the type of kid I was would have waited up late night till everyone was deep asleep, and could only imagine what that talk with authorities would have been like afterwards. Thank God everyone's okay. Didn't mean to hurt anybody. What were you thinking, little dude? Have you ever seen RoboCop? Only every day! It's a masterpiece! Though this satire action comedy may be a little over your head. It's still a cop who's also a robot! Mom won't let me see it! What? That's practically abuse! Practically! Young man, how would you like to live with us at the station? Really? Will I get to watch RoboCop and fight fires? We'll also teach you how to acquire big muscles, muscle cars, and hot chicks. Fuck to the yes! Let's go, kiddo. Mom, wait guys, hold up. Mom, looks like you're pulling weeds on your own, bitch. Oh, snap, son! Up high, little dude! Zack Snyder's Justice League was badass, wasn't it? One of my favorite parts was Wonder Woman's introduction where she took out the terrorists of that bank. Seems suspicious, doesn't it? Did Lex Luthor hire them? Why is there a class full of children there? Could they have been taken down quietly and alive? These are excellent questions. If you're Bruce Wayne, world's greatest detective, which Diana Prince is not, she's a god that does god shit, like slapping a terrorist so hard he flies off the screen. She kicks another guy 40 feet across the room into another terrorist. I don't want to die. She punches another terrorist in the gut so hard he starts flying into the hostages, but before he can harm them, she catches him mid-air, throws him to the wall, and squashes his head like a fucking tomato. And the final asshole? Well, you don't actually see what happens, but imagine being punched in the face so hard, your entire body just disintegrates into powder! And after it's all over, the entire place is filled with blood, body parts, and rubble. Sweet little girl walks up to Wonder Woman and says, "I want to be like you someday." Why? We can have it all. I adore the glowing, kissy, soft Wonder Woman from '84. I also love Snyder's Wonder Woman as a savage murderer. Shout out to True Crime Loser. What no one likes is that asshole Joss Whedon. What he did to Zack Snyder's Justice League is practically abuse. Practically. So in the end, I guess what I'm trying to... Come on, sis, let me take my nephew to Godzilla vs. Kong, please! If you like this video, you know what to do. And as always, thank you for watching Sunday Night Watch Party.